Having a fully purified world is one of the hardest and time-consuming things to accomplish in Terraria. This video will be a comprehensive guide as to how evil biomes spread, how they affect your world, and the best ways to combat the spread. Biome spread starts immediately upon generation. It's sped up after defeating the Wall of Flesh, initiating hard mode, and slowed down after defeating Plantera for the first time. Once hard mode begins, the world evil biomes and the newly introduced hollow biome have few restrictions on their spread, and without player effort will eventually take over almost the entire world between them. So how do evil biomes actually form and spread? Once your world is generated, it usually contains two sections of either Crimson or Corruption, more or less based on your world size. Evil biome spread is very minimal and only infects a couple of blocks in every game day. It infects adjacent grass blocks and spreads through vines. Stone, sand, ice, and other blocks become the infected variants. Biome spread is the last of your worries during pre-hard mode. You've got bigger problems and goals to complete, like making it to hard mode. Which brings us to our second point, what happens after pre-hard mode. After beating the Wall of Flesh for the first time and entering hard mode, many changes to your world occurs instantly. Immediately after defeating the Wall of Flesh for the first time, the evil biome infection rate doubles, infecting a lot more rapidly than before. The new evil biome, the Hollow, is introduced, and spreads at the same rate as the Crimson or Corruption. It takes up a part of the forest biome, usually at the center of the map, and extends through the world. The last and probably biggest change is the world generates an infected V-shape in the center of the world, paving its way through and infecting every block. Okay, so we know after we defeat the Wall of Flesh, a lot of major changes happen to our world. And if we don't deal with this sooner or later, it will completely ruin our world. And I'll get to the effects of it in a little bit later. In order to revert the accelerated speed of evil biome spread, you are required to defeat Plantera. And once doing so, evil biome spread is decreased by 50%, back to what it was before hard mode. Okay, so the summary is evil biome spread becomes a lot more serious for the health of your world once in hard mode. If the evil biome spread to NPC towns, the NPCs will actually despawn. The jungle is particularly vulnerable, and if it's corrupted, it can stop chlorophyte from growing, which is a very important ore in Terraria. Plus, there's a lot more unwanted enemies that come with the evil biomes. This means that beating the mech bosses and Plantera as soon as possible is vital if you want to fully purify your world. Which brings us to the last part of the video, how do we actually stop the spread? The first thing to do before hard mode is create a 3-block gap between your Corruption or Crimson biome. This will make sure they won't spread because either Crimson, Corruption, or the Hollow can't spread through a 3-block wide space. And after the Wall of Flesh has been defeated, create more gaps in the newly created V-shape of infected blocks. You can identify where this is by looking up your world on terrariamap.com, which is like a GitHub website. It's actually really useful. You can see literally everything on your world. With these infected parts boarded off, they will be unable to infect blocks outside the region, making the infection more contained. Now, to actually get rid of the infection, you will need to buy Contaminator and Green Solution from the Steampunk. The Steampunk is available after at least one mech boss has been defeated. The Contaminator is the most efficient way to fight off evil biome spread due to its large radius. When it's time to clear the infected, make rows across the infection and start using the Contaminator with a biome sight potion, which makes all infected blocks glow. Even if a couple of blocks in an evil biome remains, it can recontaminate your whole world with enough time. You can also use binoculars and it can make you see further. You can also make the Terraformer with the Contaminator using Shimmer after the Moonlord has been defeated. The Terraformer is a better version of the Contaminator with a further reach. You can also talk to your Dryad and she'll tell you what percentage of your world remains infected. This is most likely the best way to deal with evil biome spread in Terraria, and I've nearly purified this world for an example. Also note that the larger your world, the harder it will be to fully purify it. A large world has about 4 times more blocks than small worlds, and large worlds already have like 20 million blocks. It's kind of crazy. This is a big difference, so consider this if you are intending on purifying a certain world. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Comment down, have you ever actually fully purified your world? And if not, hopefully this video helps. And apart from that guys, I'll see you in the next video.